Hey guys, it's Cicely Everson, founder of Tao Holistics, advanced holistic medicine practice aimed to help you regain your health. So today I'm answering a quick question from a client who asks, what is digestive health and what is gut health? Are they one and the same? And how do you know if you have digestive problems? So yes, to start, digestive health and gut health are both the same thing. Those terms can be used interchangeably. So you may have noticed recently that a lot of companies, a lot of commercials talk about good gut health or good gut bacteria or gut dysbiosis. Everybody's talking about the gut. That is the same as the digestive system. So no worries there. All right, so how do you spot a digestive issue or digestive problem or a gut problem? Well, the first thing that you want to assess is how many times a day do you have a bowel movement? Now, the human body is designed to have a full, complete, easy bowel movement for each full meal that we consume. So if you eat 3 square meals a day, you should be eliminating at least 2, preferably 3 times daily. Now, before you start thinking how gross that sounds, or you start saying to yourself, I cannot go to the bathroom at work, I can only use my bathroom at home, you really need to take a second and think about this. The average human is holding on to anywhere from 2 to 40 pounds of waste, all in the midsection. When you eat a full meal, what doesn't come out is still in there. So when you don't eliminate your waste, it actually lines your intestines and can start to poison your body from the inside out, known as autointoxication. Now, lots of cancers can begin this way, simply because the gut is not in the best shape. So how do you go to the bathroom more often? Let's say you only go once a day, or once every other day, or God forbid, if you go once a week. That's very dangerous. And the first thing that you need to do is to start looking at the foods that you're eating. Okay, now if you're only going once a week, you need to take some stimulating herbs like our bowel cleanse product to get the impacted fecal matter broken up and to get you eliminating it. That's the very first thing. If you're somebody who goes that rarely, you have to get your bowels moving. You can also take magnesium citrate, which is magnesium in a powder form that you would mix with water with a beverage. And that too will also help to get you going, loosen up impacted waste in the colon. You can take magnesium to bowel tolerance, which means you can take as much as you can stand before you have loose stools. The goal is not for you to have loose stools. When you get to that point, then you need to cut back on your dose. The average dose for magnesium is usually about a teaspoon. Depending on the brand, it may be about 300 milligrams. But those are 2 different options. So that's the first thing. You have to keep the intestines, the bowels moving. It's just like a highway, I-95. If traffic gets backed up, that's not a good sign. So if your bowels are backed up, all of those toxins that are already inside are just recirculating inside your body like a fan, okay? So you want to get your bowels moving. Number 2, you need to look at what you're eating. Removing gluten from the diet. I know that people look at me like I have 7 heads, but removing gluten from the diet is really essential, especially in the beginning, to eliminate inflammatory foods so that we can see what's actually causing issues for your digestive problems, okay? Gluten is very difficult to digest. It really doesn't matter who you are. As a grain, it's difficult to digest because it causes your body to create inflammatory markers. So it's something that in the beginning of any kind of digestive protocol, I always recommend that you pull it out at least for a couple of weeks. You have to be strict about it. The good news is that there are lots and lots of delicious, alternatives to having gluten. That's number 1. Number 2. So the first one is make sure that you're getting your bowels moving. Number 2, you're going to need to revamp your diet, pulling out inflammatory foods like gluten, even pulling out dairy, even if it's temporary, and knowing what to replace those foods with. You want to really increase your intake of whole, organic, fresh fruits and vegetables, incorporate more raw foods into your diet, make sure that you're getting enough fiber, which you will if you're eating fresh leafy greens on a daily basis. and reducing your carb intake, and increasing your protein intake. Okay, so you want to make sure that your diet is key. Our bodies function similar to a car. If you spend $100,000 on a car that you really like, you're going to listen to exactly what the dealer tells you in terms of how to maintain that car. If they say only put in high-grade gas, you're only going to put in high-grade gas. Our bodies are no different. We want the best nutrition that there is. And the problem is that once we start eating at the bottom of the food chain, our bodies get used to that. Our brains get foggy, our minds get clogged, and we continue with the same thing over and over again until we reach a point where health conditions set in, aches and pains, just changes in brain function, moodiness, hormonal imbalances. So this is something to take really seriously, okay? So we've talked about number 1, keeping the bowels open and moving. Number 2, revamping the diet. Number 3, you want to make sure that you are rebalancing the bacteria, okay? So we need to recolonize the gut with good bacteria. I use a product called FloraCore, which actually flushes out candida, which is yeast, okay? Flushes out candida and implements good bacteria into the gut at the same time. So you definitely want to populate the gut with good bacteria, not just one strain. It needs to be a multi-strain probiotic. And FloraCore is excellent at reversing gut dysbiosis by pushing out viruses, bacteria, pathogens, and making it a very unsuitable environment for parasites. So it's very important that you get your gut nice and clean. And you're going to do that by using, first, like we said, some sort of stimulant like an herbal blend to help get the bowels open, and or magnesium, revamping the diet, better food in, worse food out, okay, and repopulating the gut with good bacteria, like a good multi-strain probiotic. And at the same time with this particular product, it flushes out candida. Candida is yeast, and from consuming a lot of carbs and sugars, it overgrows in our gut. It can travel to the brain and can create a host of symptoms that you don't want, or that you might already even be dealing with and you just don't know it, okay? So those are 3 things. Number 4, on a daily basis, you should be taking digestive enzymes with your meals. Okay, our enzymes are what break down our foods and allow our body to metabolize them and absorb the nutrients from the foods. When we don't digest our foods, we have gas and bloating. So if you've ever had gas or bloating, which I'm sure you have, that is a sign that your food is not being digested very well. And it's also a good sign that it could be rotting in your intestines. Not good. So basically, that 4th step is to take a digestive enzyme with your meals to help supplement the enzymes that your body is not able to make on its own. Once you recolonize your gut with great bacteria, you get it nice and clean, you start healing and repairing your gut, and there are supplements that we use like L-glutamine, Spanish moss, specific supplements that we use to help seal up the gut lining. That way, pathogens are not leaking into the bloodstream. Once you do that, you're going to find yourself in much better shape. You're going to be feeling good, looking good. Your belly's going to be flatter, and you're going to believe in holistic medicine, and you're going to have a new regimen for keeping your digestive health in tip-top shape. So if you have any other questions, whether it's digestive health or about anything else, drop me a line. You can visit us online at taoholistics.com. I'd love to hear from you so I can do another video for you. And one of the things that we specialize in is personal health coaching. Okay, so if you're that person who needs one-on-one support, maybe you're managing multiple medications and you want to get off, or you want to, at least reduce the number of them that you're taking. Maybe you need somebody to walk you, hold you by the hand and say, listen, this is what to eat, this is what not to eat. Maybe you need someone to help you with those things. We do offer VIP health coaching, and very, very effective. You will see results, whether you want to lose weight, balance your hormones, get rid of a health condition, regardless of what it is. It definitely will transform your life. We also have group programs, and we do have online courses as well. So take a look at our website, see what's going on, subscribe to the mailing list so you can get all the latest news in holistic health and beauty, and let us know what questions you have. I'd love to hear them. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.